Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we are going to do a combo video. We are going to do the rundown for Bocchi the Rock as well as the gacha right after. Since this is a collab with the Choju Shinsai gacha, the Legends gacha, it's not going to be as in-depth as some of our other rundown videos, and I want to do this right away. So we've got an early version of the rundown video today. So without further ado, let's get going. As you can see here, Bocchi the Rock is active right now and will be active until June 2nd because it is with the Choju Shinsai. It will only be available for about a week or so. We have Ichiji, Nijika, Yamada Ryo, and Kida Ikuyo as your 6-star monsters, and because it is with the Choju Shinsai, there is no rate ups for these individual characters, which is not necessarily a good thing, but something you'll have to deal with, especially if you want to comp this gacha. Just don't be waiting for anything, right? Because there's nothing to wait for. But all of these characters have pretty high ratings, so it is very attractive. First, we've got Ichiji Nijika here. Speed and power up, and after she's done moving, we'll fire some strike shot reducer shots. First gear at 12 turns is a... Oh, and I can actually pull that up here. I always forget to do that. It's a 12 turn gacha. Quick gotcha. 12 turn strike shot on the first gear and then 20 on the second gear. Self buff is a 35% boost with 9x speed on the first gear and 70% boost with 14x speed on the second gear. The strike shot, reducing shots that she fires after done moving, is the same. It'll reduce by 1 turn for each shot, and the damage dealt is 9x her attack stat, but the amount of shots she fires will differ. 6 on the first gear and 12 on the second. Now, why does she have a 9.0 rating? She is going to be very good for Peg Wheel, Reizetsu quest, and of course, if you're good for a Reizetsu quest, you're going to have a little bit higher rating there. So very solid, and you know, super minesweeper with the ever-growing speed down panel nulls is always good to see. Magic circle and super laser stop as well, really cool to see, and also some utility with that attack charge there on the bottom right. So, and of course, can't go wrong with a speed up as well. So very attractive character in terms of abilities, and maybe something that can help you out if you are not if you have not completed Peg Wheel either. Next up in the water element, we've got Yamada Ryo here. That she also has a 9.0 rating so far on game with speed power up and will attack all enemies with a percentage damage after done moving. The percentage scales by proximity to her after she is done moving. You can basically consider near being one character ball's length from her. You can just draw a circle and then draw another circle around her with, you know, her as the radius, right? What's the best way to put it? But, you know, you got a ball and then just take around, and then that one circle is going to be near. And then mid-range is take another one, do another circle around that. That'll be mid-range, and then anything beyond that, beyond 2 ball lengths from her, is going to be far away. And the percentage drops off based on that. So first gear is a 16 turn strike shot with 45% attack boost with 8x speed. Second gear is 24 and will give a 65% boost with 10x speed. Now the percentage damage for her on the first gear is going to be 24%, 18%, 14% with a guaranteed minimum of 1.4, and this will of course do 80% to non-boss targets. Second gear, however, you go all the way up to 36%, which is a really, really nice number for sure. And, you know, the only thing you need to do is just make sure you control where your character ends, which is a little bit difficult sometimes, but I think you have enough leeway so that, you know, it's something to keep in mind and you can do. It will pay off because you get almost, you know, it's what? More than a 50% boost just by being close to that monster. Second gear is 36%, 27%, 21% with a guaranteed minimum of 2.1 million. Now she's going to be really good for Arrestor here, and you know, I think Shiro just uploaded a video by the time I took this recording where he seemed to be really excited about the amount of percentage damage she was doing. So again, being great for a Reizetsu quest will give her a high rating for sure. And then Kira Ikuyo in the fire element, she is going to be a speed power up, and then will also help out her buddies by giving them bubbly mode and a barrier. First gear is 16 turns, and second gear is actually 22. That is not correct. That I forgot to update the second gear table here. So let me do that while I'm talking. There we go. First gear is a 40% attack boost with 10x speed. Second gear is 60% with 12x speed. The bubbly mode will be a 75% reduction in speed when she hits an enemy or a wall. That will be active for 2 or 3 turns respectively. And the barrier, you can basically think of it as around a 20k barrier. But according to Potato there, we've got a little bit of a discrepancy when you go to your second gear. Now, she is going to be alright for the Gardens 9 as well as the Temple stage, Dark 2. And it does list out that she is going to be good for a one-punch shot for that stage. So if you haven't figured out how to just clear it right away, she might be able to help you out there. But, you know, overall, not too bad of support as well, right? Strike shot, turn charge, and you know, some killer there, and of course her strike shot having utility for both preventing damage and not speeding down as much. So those are your 3 characters for this gacha, and of course the big eyes are on Goto Hitori here. She is a very strong character, and I wonder if I'm going to be able to see her details here. Yeah, there you go. Goto Hitori. Basically 9.0 rating. You don't see that for paid pack monsters very much. And interesting that there's actually 2 camps of people complaining about her being in a pack. First, of course, for people like me who are free-to-play players, there's just no way to get her, since you will have to actually pay money to get her, but it is only 1,000 yen. The other group of people who's complaining about it is because they won't be able to max luck her. Of course, a paid pack you can only buy 1 copy of, so you cannot actually max luck her. So I thought that was a little interesting that that's also was a complaint by people online. But she is really good. Why is she really good? Well, her skill set here is just really insane. All element slayer with weak point slayer. Yes, it's an S, but still it doesn't matter because you've got both high energy circle and divine pillar. And if you didn't hear me go crazy about divine pillar in the news video, I'll do a short version here, right? Divine pillar guarantees to hit an enemy. You know, Shining Pillar was always nice. It had good numbers, but it was completely random where it hit. Divine will guarantee to hit somebody. So it's just insane that you have that power with guaranteed hit, damage. But you can see her strike shot. She does store her power and then unleashes it as she hits. And what that basically means is that for the first 3 monsters that she hits, she will do a lowering amount of attack until she goes back to normal. You can see that the first hit, the monster that she hits, she'll do 13x, which is insanely high. And she'll have 2.5 her normal speed. Second gear goes all the way up to 15.6x with 3x her speed. And then the second hit, it drops dramatically down to 5.2x and 6.24 respectively. Third hit down to 2.08 and 2.5, and then any hits after the 4th and beyond will just be at her static attack stat, as if she wasn't, you know, powered up. But she will still get that speed boost that it's already activated at that point, right? So yeah, I mean, obviously those big attack stats, along with what she has here, you know, having a killer for both, you know, any element and weak point, you know, that's why she's rated highly. The barrier also will do really good absorption, almost 30k damage, so that's good to keep in mind. So, you know, she's just gonna be good overall and just wreck a lot of stages regardless of elements. Now there isn't anything for like high difficulty stages where you're gonna see her break anything, unlikely, but just as an overall solid monster, she is really up there. And something that Shiro was always pushing is the fact that because she is max luck for the duration of the collab, stuff like the Guardian Beast stages, where it's just annoying as heck, she is going to be max luck for the collab. Normally, you know, the Guardian Beasts do not get the max luck bonuses on Monster Strike Day, but she is max luck for the duration of the collab. And so you can take advantage of that in the Guardian Beast. So if that's something that you've been slogging along on, this is something that you can really get some nice progress on. So something to think about. Now, the event quest, hopefully you've been doing that. That's been, pretty straightforward. It's a simple quest. Oh yeah, I haven't hosted it on my alt yet. But it's farming style. It's available 24/7. You're just going to collect some onikoro sake there, and you're going to exchange for some goods here. Remember, playing co-op will increase your chances of getting these packs of sakes, those treasure boxes that we've gotten in the past. That's the equivalent here. You just get more sake packs. And remember, more co-op players equals higher chances. So not just playing co-op, but playing with 4 is ideal. You saw this on the news, so hopefully you've been exchanging for your items there. The mini game, hopefully you've been taking advantage of that. It's right here on the main screen, and pretty straightforward. And honestly, if you don't know how to do it, just keep clicking around. Eventually you'll get it. It's not really too much thinking involved. Just eventually, if you keep punching random points, you'll get it. So remember, your goal is to get 5 so that you can get all your top rewards. So just some warnings, these were all from news as well, so hopefully you got that. And hopefully you've been making progress, right? You will need 6 days before you can get the Ketsoku band at max luck. It's only going to be a 6.0 monster, so nothing too crazy, but it's a great memento for the collab. And login rewards, max luck during collab, I'm sure you've got it. So, and that's it. So thank you for watching. We're gonna cut it here because I didn't expect the video to be that long, but I guess when you're going over the characters, that's just what happens. So if you like what you saw, do consider hitting the like button and subscribing, commenting below. ENGmonster on Twitter/X for the latest news. You should expect one more thing because we don't have a Strikers card thing going. So I would expect something else to come on the next news. So don't miss out on that. And of course, the Discord channel, link to the server is in the description below. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.